Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Friendship is essentially a partnership. That was said by Aristotle. Delphine Arnold says, I firmly believe that success lies in the combination of both talent and business savvy and the magic that comes through partnership between both. Another quote by Hill Harper says, we all have different timetables in reaching and realizing that being in healthy partnership is being better than being on our own. And then finally, Amos 3:3, if you, how can any two walk together unless they agree? Good morning and welcome back to 2018. This is your midweek motivation right here on brandlive.co.za. My name is Keenan Paulton. Whoa, did I just say my own name wrong? I'm so excited. My name is Keenan Paulson. I'm an author, motivational speaker, forex trader, and entrepreneur. And it's my absolute pleasure to host this cutting-edge inspirational show that focuses on inspiring and motivating and encourage you to do, to be, and to have the life that you've always desired. We've got a jam-packed show. This morning we'll be speaking about powerful partnerships, and I've got a partnership expert here in studio with me. She's a serial network marketer. Her name is Scharnell Harris, and she's in studio with us. Welcome, Scharnell.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Keenan.
Wonderful. I think Chanel's getting over a few nerves here. She said, "This is my first time on radio." Don't worry, we're gonna have a great show today. You know, I was thinking about a couple of powerful partnerships, Chanel. I was thinking about salt and pepper. Those two just go together. There's something magical that happens. Peaches and cream. Huh? How about that one? What about Batman and Robin? Guys, even Barney had to get some friends along, form some partnerships, and make Barney and friends. What about Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse? Huh? Some epic and iconic partnerships. No, I'm joking. But this idea about building a community is one of the most powerful and inspirational ideas that I've come across. You know, no man is an island, Chanel. You know, there's a quotation that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. Yeah. But if you want to go far, then go together. Okay. Yeah. And that's exactly what we're speaking about. I was watching a movie over the festive period, and even as awesome as Captain America is, even as innovative as Iron Man is and Tony Stark is, even as angry as the Hulk can get and he turns into that big green monster and smashes stuff, even they needed to form and saw the value in forming partnerships. This is the Midweek Motivation. Welcome back to 2018. Compliments of the season to all of you. We're going to have an absolutely amazing show. Today is all about powerful partnerships, and we'll be speaking a little bit more about that after the break. Welcome back.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Brand Live.
No doubt.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za, an industry first in the world of internet radio. Not only are we an internet radio station, we are an internet radio platform for your brand. So why not expose your brand to potentially thousands of listeners and improve your customer relationships and brand equity with podcasts and live broadcasts? Be sure to check brandlive.co.za for more information. brandlive.co.za, harnessing the power of internet radio. Live from 27 boxes in the heart of Melville, this is brandlive.co.za.
Right, welcome back to the Midweek Motivation. We're speaking about powerful partnerships today. In studio with me is Scharnell Harris. She's a serial network marketer and such an inspiration. Scharnell, you know, when one says the words powerful partnership, I immediately start thinking about the quotation that says one can put 1,000 to flight and two can put 10,000 to flight. You know, that's the idea of synergy. 1 + 1 = 2 or more.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell me a little bit about some powerful partnerships that you have had or currently still have. I'm not sure where you are, what you'd like to share, but tell me about one of the most powerful partnerships that you've formed.
All right. Thank you so much, Keenan, for inviting me. I feel honored
Oh man, thank
and
you.
so blessed
Yes.
that I could be on your show today.
Oh, man, we humbled to have you. Thank you.
Thank you. Just briefly about myself. And
Yeah.
I think people need to know who I am, you know?
Okay,
Yeah.
we were gonna get there, but that's all right.
All right, my name is Scharnell Harris. I'm
Yes.
born in Riverlea.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of 7 siblings.
Okay.
And obviously the spoiled one in the family.
The baby always gets
Yes,
spoiled, right?
obviously, yes.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, partnerships is very important. I just partnered up with a very incredible man,
Yeah.
Matthew Harris.
Matthew Harris.
Yes, we've got the same surname.
Yes. Are you
But he-
related?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's interesting.
But we are related now. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but prior to this, he's my mentor.
Oh wow.
He's an incredible man. I
Yes.
look up to him. In fact, I copycat him.
Oh really?
Whatever he does, I do that. And you know what? It's very important. It is so important
Yes.
to have someone to mentor you.
Yes.
Because in this industry, you definitely need someone powerful.
Right in the network.
So
marketing
yes,
space.
definitely. So you need someone to guide you.
Yes.
So guys, it is very important to get a mentor and to
Absolutely.
a partnership with just the right people.
Absolutely. That's well said. You know, I think about the research that was done. They said, well, okay, if this idea of synergy, 1 + 1 does not equal 2, it actually should equal greater than 2.
Yeah.
And what they did was they measured how much one ox can pull on its own. And let's say that number was 1 ton. One ox pulls 1 ton. You know, then rational thinking says, well, then, okay, 2 oxen should be able to pull 2 tons. And they measured how much weight 2 oxen can actually pull together. The tonnage was greater than 3 tons every single time, no matter how many oxen they pull together. So it goes to show that synergy, we can achieve more together. And I mean, you're mentioning mentorship. That's a key partnership to go into.
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody that's been where you'd like to go, somebody that's willing to show you the ropes, somebody that's willing to hold your hand, and someone that's willing to challenge you and push you way outside of your comfort zone. So absolutely spot on there. I also believe that a key ingredient in synergistic relationships or in partnerships is that, you know, 2 people must be going in the same direction. You know, those 2 oxen would never have pulled what they were able to pull unless they were walking side by side in the same direction. I mean, you know, if they were going in opposite directions, that would just cancel out their force or their
Definitely,
energy
yeah.
that they bring to the table. The second idea that I'd like to share around partnerships and powerful partnerships is this idea of proximity. And Jim Rohn actually said, you know, if you're not a millionaire but you have 5 friends who are millionaires and you spend time with those 5 friends who are millionaires, it's only a matter of time before you become the 6th.
Definitely,
And
yeah.
so true also for the example with drug addicts or alcoholism or negative people or complainers. If you have 5 friends who are
Definitely.
super
Oh,
complainers
yes.
or drug addicts, you know, it's only a matter of time before you become the 6th.
like that, yeah.
And so the question I believe we're asking ourselves here is, you know, who's in our life at the moment?
Yes.
Are we creating a synergistic relationship where there's value and benefit for not just me, not just you, but for everybody that we're connected to? Is there value in that partnership and in that network? And then number 3, we're asking the question, which relationships are not necessarily working? Where are we pulling in different directions? And maybe it's time to let some of those relationships go. I mean, maybe you can tell us about, you know, how you would necessarily you know, signing on or partnering with somebody. What kind of qualities are you looking for in a partner?
Yeah. Keenan, I always say that, you know what, you need to look at people that are go-getters.
Yeah.
Obviously, people that wants to change your lives, eh?
Yes.
So you cannot go into partnership with people that don't want to change your life.
Right.
And I feel that is the most important thing is your mind. Your mindset is so important.
Absolutely.
You need to change your mindset and your actions and your ways.
Yes.
So partnership to me is very important in terms of mindset.
Yeah.
If you want to make if you want to be a go-getter, if you want to succeed in life,
Right.
that is very important to me.
Absolutely. Now, we're not only talking about romantic partnerships or business partnerships. There's so many types of partnerships that exist, and many times we're entering into these agreements or non-verbal agreements. We're entering into these partnerships and we're allowing these people to influence our lives, and we're influencing their lives. Are you intentional about who you allow in your space? Or is it an open door policy? Everyone's welcome, but depending on what you bring to the table, you may stay or not. I don't know. How do you approach it?
Look, I'm just one of those people that I'm a person's people.
Yeah.
People just love
People's person.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm a people's person.
That's
Sorry,
right. No.
You know what? But there comes a time in my life that if someone is very negative,
Yes.
or someone doesn't bring something to the table that
Right.
I feel that's positive into my life, then I don't completely delete them.
Yes.
But you know what? I just don't focus so much attention on them.
Wow.
So people like you, I know that you are a go-getter. You know what?
Thank
I
you.
will spend most of my time with you. I will educate you. I will empower you. That's how I look at it,
Yeah. And you'll learn and
Yes.
it sort of flows from one to the other, right? Isn't it?
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's
I
it,
love
yeah.
what you're saying. After the break, we've got a poem, and it's by Martin Hall. So stay tuned to brandlife.co.za. This is the Midweek Motivation.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
The witty Tatterbots join myself, Carmen Murray, and my double trouble, Jessica McIndoe, with our big personalities, and we will present you with an insightful yet fun show. We will feature interviews with industry heavyweights and unpack everything from new technologies, marketing trends, and case studies to empower you to be ahead of the curve.
Brand Live.
Join us on this exciting journey every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock and start a conversation on hashtag Witty Show. Hashtag WITEE Show.
Have
Thank
you
you.
ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah! Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.beastdownmedia.co.za.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za.
This is the partnership. We didn't ask for agreements or signatures, even a due diligence. Check out each other's entrails, internet outcomes, criminal records, social security numbers, marriage licenses, children's ages, moles on our mountains of doubt. Even a fingerprint on a bare breast, phone numbers, mates and mistresses, drinking and smoking habits, salad preferences, vegan, bogan, or whatever. We did, however, listen to that heartbeat. The words we spoke, the pictures we drew finished, the colors that we painted between the rainbows and the children's we dreamed, who would look like you and me if ever born, and how smart they'd be, and as naughty, and those little titters of laughter that cleared every checkbox on this shopping list for a mate. We knew that this partnership existed. There was nothing we could do to unbreak this bond that grew from a tiny little seed into this one big giant momentum of togetherness. That's a worthwhile partnership several levels above commercial simplicity. The author notes, the romance continues. And that, I guess, could be dedicated to each and every single person who's looking for love, who has found love, or, who's currently out of love, but desiring to be back in love. We focus a lot on the show, on business principles, and I thought it would just be apt, since we're speaking about powerful partnerships, to shine the light on those romantic partnerships in our lives, the ones that have worked, the ones that have not worked. And I personally would like to say thank you to everybody in my life who's taught me lessons, because one of my mentors, Scharnell, his name is Astel Collins, and he said, Keenan, you have no friends, you have no enemies, you only have teachers. And so when I look at the people in my life who've come in and who've come out, I must say thank you for the lessons you've taught, and thank you for the lessons you're about to teach. After the break, we're going back into the interview with serial entrepreneur Scharnell Harris. And Scharnell, after the break, I need you to share your story with everybody, because I believe you've got an inspirational story that's going to uplift and encourage and inspire so many. I feel like so many women and men need to hear your story. So after the break, we're going to get into inspirational story with Scharnell Harris.
Are you an innovator and solution provider? The Innovation Hub is looking for entrepreneurs in the ICT, advanced manufacturing, bioeconomy, and the green economy sectors.
If you have an innovative prototype or startup business which addresses an existing market need and you're predominantly based in Gauteng, we invite you to apply for one of our incubation programs. For more information, visit theinnovationhub.com or call 012-844-0000. The Innovation Hub is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Gauteng Growth and Development Agency.
Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Brand Live.
No doubt.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za.
Welcome back to the Midweek Motivation here with Keenan Paulson every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. on brandlive.co.za. I've got Scharnell Harris, serial entrepreneur and inspirational speaker here in studio with us. Scharnell, I say you're an inspirational speaker because every time you share your story, I believe people's lives get touched. And I know you've shared your story on many platforms, but the one I'm speaking about is the time when we were sitting on the couch and you said to me, Keenan, do you know where I come from? Do you know what kind of life I've had? I'd love for you to please share that story with the listeners here on the Midweek Motivation. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Keenan. Oh, my word, Keenan.
Yeah.
You know what? Every time when I step into one room, people say to me, share your story.
Yes.
And you know what? It's just an absolute pleasure because I firmly believe, that that when you're rock bottom, that you can definitely come up. The only way up is just to bounce up.
Yeah.
Thinking about what happened to me, okay, just briefly.
Yeah.
Sometimes get so emotional if I just think about it.
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
it's a real. It's not a fictional story. It actually happened to you, so it's completely normal to feel.
By
that.
profession, I was a bookkeeper. I worked for a company just in about 20 odd years, and then I've decided to venture into my own business.
Yes.
So I tried, several things, and then obviously I opened a florist. And
oh, wonderful.
Yes, a florist, and I was in the food industry.
Okay.
And then I obviously got a very, very beautiful contract. I cannot mention the name of the company that I got it from.
No problem.
And I had a gold mine. Guys, I'm talking about a gold mine, hard work.
Yes.
But then I fell ill. I had major stroke.
Wow.
Where I lost the ability on my left side. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, people couldn't even hear my voice.
Wow.
Thank God today they can hear it.
Yes.
And yes, I couldn't walk and talk. So for this last 3 years was such a difficult time in my life.
Yeah.
But prior to that, in a matter of 6 months, I've just lost everything. I've lost my house, I've lost my cars, and I've lost everything. And I had to move back to mom's house.
Wow.
Being at mom's house was the most difficult because now you must know I didn't work at all.
Yes.
There was no finances coming in.
Right.
And from someone that had everything,
Yes.
all of a sudden it was just ripped away from you in a matter of 6 months.
Wow.
And there I was many days all by myself, and my children were at school, and You know what? It was very hard, eh? It was so hard that there was times that there was not even a loaf of bread in my house.
Wow.
And there was times that I would stand at the window waiting for my family just to come around.
Wow.
And if they do come around, I would build up this courage just to ask them for a 20 rand.
Sure.
But in that time, I needed to make up my mind, okay? And I thought to myself, listen, there is something that you need to do. It was tough times. It was really, really tough times. You know what? I used to count a loaf of bread, and I used to count the amount of slices that was in that loaf of bread. And I used to allocate, okay, 2 slices go to this one, that one, 2 slices. And me as a mother didn't want to eat because I thought of my children.
First feed your kids.
That's it.
Yes.
That is how I thought, okay?
I guess any parent would do that.
Yes. And cut a long story short, there was the one day I was laying on my bed and I needed to go somewhere, and I fell.
Oh.
I fell and I was laying in the passage for about 10 minutes. And that was the day that I needed to make up my mind. Am I going to lay there the whole day for my children to come and pick me up? And that was the choice that I had to make.
Yes.
And you know what? I don't know. By the grace of God, I got up. How I got up, I landed back onto my bed. And that was the turning point in my life.
My goodness.
That I said, no more. And I needed to set my mind straight and say, Scharnell, that's it.
Yes.
There's no more time to feel sorry for yourself.
Absolutely.
It's time to get up and go.
Yes.
You've been there. You've been a successful businesswoman. There's no ways you can feel sorry for yourself.
That's right.
There's no ways that you're going to walk to the windows and wait for people. It's time that you need to get up and go.
Yes.
And that was a turning point in my life, okay?
Beautiful.
I then thought, okay, now I need to do something. I cannot go back into the catering industry. I needed to do something, working from home.
Yes.
And then my sister said to me, why don't you do network marketing? And I said, oh no, I think that is a bit too difficult. I am totally useless with a computer.
Okay.
And no, I'm not a person that can speak to people. No, I cannot.
And here
do
you
that.
are on a radio show. What?
And eventually I went onto Facebook and I thought, no, I needed someone to mentor me, okay?
Yes.
And then I Googled a guy, Mike Lewis, he's a motivational speaker. I Googled him and I thought, okay, I like what this guy's doing.
Yes.
I need to contact this guy.
Wow.
But then I don't know what made me just search further, and then I came across Matthew Harris. And I thought, okay,
Wow.
you're from South Africa, why not?
Yes.
And I inboxed him. And what happened? At that time, my sister just put some money into my bank account for me to buy some food. And I
Okay.
thought, okay, now let me take just a little bit of that and try to sign up on the schools that this man is offering.
So Matthew Harris was offering some sort of self-development course.
Yes.
And you signed up with your food money.
That's it. Because I thought I needed to take that leap of faith,
Wow.
because I needed to empower myself.
You know what I'm hearing there, Scharnell? Sometimes it's gonna require you to do something completely crazy to change your life.
Yes.
Wow,
And
please go on.
Yes, and I inboxed him, and obviously he told me what he's doing, and
Yes.
signed up on this thing. And believe it or not, I thought it was only 700, and I think that at that time it was $45.
Okay.
And I just saw this amount went off my bank account. I stopped it immediately. I inboxed him. I said, Matthew Harris, I'm sorry, I cannot do this.
Yes.
This is my children's money for food. I cannot do it.
Yes.
You know what? That man refunded my money, eh?
Wow.
I think he was a bit angry with me.
That's rare.
Yes.
That's rare for people to refund your money after it's in their account.
He refunded the money.
Wow.
And you know what? That man taught me the ins and outs of network marketing.
He took you under his wing after refunding your money.
Yes, he did. This
My
man
goodness.
doesn't know me, but I don't know. Yes, he doesn't know
I'm
me. at all.
flabbergasted.
Yes, and he took me under. You know what? He was there for me in my days, in the darkest days of my life. And fast forward today, last year, 2017, October the 28th, this man reached out to me and said, Scharnell, I want to bring something to South Africa. What do you think?
Yes.
It's something to do with weight loss. I said, I'm number one. I want to lose weight. I said yes. I had no money. I said yes.
Wow.
And that was a leap of faith that I took.
Yes. My goodness, Scharnell, what an inspirational story. Absolutely inspirational. For me, you know, some of the moments in your story was, I mean, I didn't know you've never shared with me that you fell and literally laid on the ground for 10 minutes. And that was the moment when you made your decision. This is rock bottom. I can't go any further than this. The only way is up. And you literally picked yourself up and you figuratively picked your life up from that moment. And so everything that I get from you is, I get the sense that, guys, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Oh, definitely.
Hey,
definitely.
Is that accurate to say?
Yes, definitely. Now, remember that time, okay, when he reached out to me.
Yes.
I couldn't walk. I could not walk. People could not hear what I was saying.
Okay.
So that was a leap of faith that I took.
Yes.
Because you know what? I needed to empower myself.
That's right.
And I needed to start with Scharnell first.
Yes.
You know? I needed to look at her. And I needed to get her back on track again. And that was the important part in my life that I needed to do. Like, I know there was many a days I used to speak to myself and, well, I don't think, I think a lot of people do.
Yes,
but
we all do.
Yeah, the friend is my best, the mirror is my best friend,
That's right.
I love speaking to myself in the mirror.
What do you say?
Now, every morning I get up and I say, oh, Scharnell, you're the most beautiful person in the world.
Oh, wow.
Scharnell, you're the
I love that.
Scharnell, you're the most successful person in the world.
Yes.
And Scharnell, you are a millionaire.
Wow.
I speak positive things over my life. You know what? I love that reflection.
Absolutely.
When I see that, that just motivates me.
So wait. Tell us where you're at now. I mean, you shared some serious details about counting slices in a loaf of bread. Where are you at now? Because I don't think you're there. There's no way you're still there.
No. Can I tell you something that I just did shopping now in January.
Okay.
I did grocery shopping.
Yes.
And I could swipe.
How many baskets are we talking?
We're talking about 2 trolleys.
Two trolleys, excuse me.
I'm in that position right now.
Wonderful.
And you know what? I
Wonderful.
thought 2017 was a good year.
Yes.
2018 is going to be a great year.
Absolutely.
Not just for me, but the people in my life and the people that I'm about to empower.
Ah, wonderful.
That is, the 2018 is going to be an awesome year for them.
Should we now? I mean, let's end the show right here, because she just said, and for the people I'm about to empower. Scharnell, how do we get in touch with you?
Keenan, they can get a hold of me on Facebook. I'm a Facebook guru, okay?
Okay.
They can add me on Scharnell Harris on Facebook.
Yes.
Or they can contact me on my cell number.
Okay.
Am I allowed to give my cell number?
If you'd like to.
Yes, 062 117 0285.
All right.
Or they can contact me on my email address, scharnellharris2@gmail.com.
Wonderful.
scharnellharris2@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Scharnell. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish I had an hour-long show. I wanted you to just continue speaking and inspiring us. But how about we make this deal? We'll have you back on the show.
Oh, definitely.
How about that?
Definitely.
Wonderful. We're going to close out the show right now with a guided visualization. I close the eyes of my body and begin to open the eyes of my mind. My being is filled with love and gratitude. I'm absolutely radiant. I'm in the right place at the right time, being introduced to the right people, being offered the best opportunities. Infinite peace fills my heart. I see myself healthy. I see myself prosperous. I see myself flourishing. I see myself so well. I see myself happy and doing the very thing I was created for. I see myself having, being, and doing the good that I desire. I see myself contributing to the greater good of humanity. I give of myself in every situation, and I am richly rewarded. I see myself divinely blessed with health, wealth, and success. I am thankful for this. I am deeply thankful for this. It is good, and it is very good. Have a wonderful week, everybody, and I'll catch you next week right here on brandlive.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za, an industry first in the world of internet radio. Not only are we an internet radio station, we are an internet radio platform for your brand. So why not expose your brand to potentially thousands of listeners and improve your customer relationships and brand equity with podcasts and live broadcasts? Be sure to check brandlive.co.za for more information. brandlive.co.za, harnessing the power of internet radio.